Imagine this. In a single day, the United States unleashes its entire nuclear arsenal. Over 5,000 warheads detonating across the globe. The sky burns red, cities vanish in seconds, and the world as we know it ends. But what would really happen if America pressed the button? Would humanity survive? Or would it be the beginning of our final chapter? Tonight, we dive deep into the terrifying reality of what would happen if America used its nuclear arsenal. This is Liberty Frontline, where truth meets power. Subscribe now and stay on the front line for military briefings. The United States holds the largest and most advanced nuclear stockpile on Earth. Around 5,000 nuclear warheads, ranging from tactical battlefield nukes to intercontinental ballistic missiles capable of destroying entire nations. These weapons are stored in silos buried deep underground, loaded on stealth bombers, and hidden inside submarines prowling beneath the oceans. At the push of a button, the president could command the world's most devastating arsenal into action. But what if every single one of them was fired? The moment America launches its arsenal, radar stations across Russia, China, and even U.S. allies detect hundreds, then thousands, of warheads soaring into the skies. The first targets? Military bases, nuclear silos, and enemy command centers. But the strikes wouldn't stop there. Major cities, Moscow, Beijing, Tehran, Pyongyang, will be wiped out within minutes. A single U.S. warhead could incinerate a city the size of Paris. Now, multiply that by thousands. Within the first hour, hundreds of millions of people are dead. The world's great capitals reduced to radioactive rubble. But here's the terrifying part. America is not alone in this game. Russia has over 5,500 nuclear warheads. China is rapidly expanding its arsenal. France, the UK, India, Pakistan all have nukes of their own. The second America launches its arsenal, others will launch back. Thousands of missiles would streak across the skies. Within 30 minutes, the entire northern hemisphere is engulfed in nuclear fire. New York, Washington, Los Angeles, gone. London, Paris, Berlin, gone. In just one day, civilization collapses. When nuclear weapons detonate, they don't just destroy buildings. They ignite everything. Wood, metal, even concrete. Entire cities turn into firestorms, sucking oxygen from the air. Temperatures soar hotter than the surface of the sun. Glass melts. Steel flows like water. Millions die not from the blast, but from fire and suffocation. Survivors? Burned, blinded, poisoned by radiation. Hospitals collapse. Governments vanish. Chaos rules the ruins. But the most terrifying weapon isn't the fire, it's the smoke. When thousands of cities burn, black soot rises into the upper atmosphere. Scientists predict this would block sunlight for years. Crops would fail. Temperatures would drop below Ice Age levels. This is called nuclear winter. Billions would starve as farms fail. Animals die. Oceans collapse. Even those who survived the bombs would now face famine on a scale humanity has never seen. In less than a year, 90% of humanity could be gone. Radiation would poison air, water, and soil. Rain would fall black with radioactive ash. Children born in the aftermath would suffer horrific mutations. Even thousands of miles away, survivors would live in a poisoned world. Cancer rates skyrocket. Rivers become undrinkable. The very DNA of life on Earth would be scarred forever. Could humanity survive such destruction? Maybe barely. Some remote regions, deep in South America, isolated Pacific islands, Antarctica, might escape the blasts. A handful of governments might cling to power in underground bunkers. But civilization as we know it, gone. The world would fall into a new dark age, where survival replaces progress, and humanity rebuilds among ruins. Since Hiroshima and Nagasaki, nuclear weapons have never been used in war. World leaders understand that the moment they are unleashed, there is no turning back. It is called mutually assured destruction, the balance of terror that has kept the world from nuclear Armageddon for over 75 years. But tensions rise. Mistakes happen. Computers fail. One wrong move, and we could see the nightmare begin. So what if America used its nuclear arsenal? The answer is simple. The world would end, not in centuries, not in decades, but in hours. Every weapon of war ever built, every city ever raised, every dream of progress reduced to ash. The lesson is clear. Nuclear weapons are not power. They are extinction, and the only winning move is never to play.